Hello, everyone. Welcome to all of you for Global Women Empowerment Sessions 2020. As part of this program, we have with us Mona Gonsai from India. She will be speaking about tuning into the divine wisdom of flowers. Wow, such a favorite topic. Yes, friends, every individual has this innate ability to strike the balance, and Mona will share her wisdom and help us regain that balance through plant medicine. So, friends, under the guidance of our master, Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji, we are doing this triple one days of global goddess meditation circle with triple one feminine masters across the globe. The main intention of this program is to connect with all the feminine masters across the globe from many countries so that we can create a beautiful, unified, global collective grid across this planet Earth. So, before starting off our session, let's meditate for 2 minutes by connecting with all the higher beings. So I request everyone to please close your eyes and start observing your normal and natural breath. Meditation is all about calming our mind and tuning with our inner self. Now, let's invite all the divine goddesses' energies, angels, archangels, nature spirits, elementals, fairies, and energies of the divine plant kingdom, and all the higher beings of love and light. Let's connect with all of them and do meditation for 2 minutes, my dear friends. Completely silence your mind. No thoughts whatsoever. Just tune into energies of all these divine beings. Feel their presence. Let each and every cell, every part, every energy center in our body be completely filled with this divine healing, nurturing, loving energies. Now, let's send and radiate this love and compassionate energies to all the beings on this planet Earth. May all the living beings on this planet Earth live happy, healthy, and peaceful. Let each and every person on this planet Earth become a meditator and a vegetarian for the highest and the greatest good of all. Now, gently place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and you can slowly open your eyes, my dear friends. So, meditation is a beautiful technique, my dear friends. Today we have with us Mona. She's from India. She's a celestial herbalist and inner child healing facilitator, and she has been in this path since 2013. She's helping lot many people in this world through her spiritual wisdom, helping all the human beings on this planet to how to regain the balance through plant medicine, inner child healing, mindfulness. So let's welcome her today. Hi, Mona. We welcome you.
Hello everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me for in such a beautiful platform. First of all, I would like to thank Pitama Patriji, Lakshmi ji, Sri Lakshmi ji for conducting such a beautiful platform for such a long time, which is 111 days. Thank you so much. Thanks to my wonderful Guru Ananta, and thanks to my spiritual family, my teacher Arjun Das, and my family, mother and father. Thank you, everyone, Dhanashri and Himangi. So, thank you, Sri Lakshmi, for giving such a wonderful introduction. Yes, flowers are really close to my heart, and it's been since childhood I have been born and brought up around wonderful trees flowering and fruit trees, and this connection kind of seems to be of lifetimes and not of this life. I just used to be drawn to this wonderful energy of flowers, but somewhere I didn't know how to and where to start from. And as we know, flowers have been a part of our lives. It has been integral part of our lives, be it art and architecture, or be it worshipping the deities, or wonderful poetries have been inspired from this wonderful flower and nature kingdom. And whether it is festivals or funerals or greeting someone, or yeah, it's been part of our lives. We cannot not have flowers in our lives. And so I today I want to share two main incidents, two main phases that have been instrumental in what I'm doing currently, and they have played such a significant role to give me this wisdom of and the connection, the beautiful connection of nature. So first one is about when I was studying, and I could discover the hidden geometry behind the flowers. And the second one was when I was gifted this wonderful book by the mother, which is called Flowers, the Spiritual Significance. So I would like to share, slides, some of the slides, because we can all tune into this wonderful imagery, visuals of flowers while I share these incidents with you. So can you see the screen?
Yes, yes, we can see.
Okay. So, while I was studying at NID, I was a student of design, and we have this assignment called figuring out the hidden geometry of flowers. And I tuned into hibiscus, and I could find this wonderful, pentagonal shape of which is underlying this beautiful flower. It has beautiful symmetry, five petals, so different yet same, and the stem and then the stigma. They were also, I could figure out that they were growing into the shape of a spiral. So I digged deeper into it. My curiosity led me to discover that there is a golden ratio that lies behind the growth of rose petals. And this is such a beautiful proportion that we find in nature, in every human being and every organism that grows. And so my journey, my explorations, my observations continued, and then there was this aha moment where I could just figure out that the flower of life is in the lotus seed pod. And I was so amazed with this revelation that flowers carry these codes of light. So, we all are aware of flower of life. What does it signify? Flower of life symbolizes creation, and it reminds us of the unity of everything. So my curiosity even further became much more. I became more curious, and then I came across this Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvian Man, which is again within this flower of life. So wonderfully, he derived this, seed of life, platonic solids, spheres, torus shapes, all under this beautiful flower of life, the manifestation. So that led me to think that we are all built from the same blueprint. And be it, the way we grow as humans, or the shells or the buds of the flowers, they unfold into a spiral, and they grow beautifully into a full bloom flower again, which is in the form of a golden ratio, which is in the spiral. And even the way we have our face, so everything, our ears, nose, our proportions. And then suddenly I realized that, we all are made of similar elements, the same elements. And that is what we all are, spirit and matter, encompassed in one as one. And so, based on the Samkhya's philosophy, it is Purusha who is the divine masculine, and Prakriti who is the divine feminine. So, Purusha is the consciousness, the primal spirit, and Prakriti is the great nature, the nature that we all carry, the principle of creativity, that is matter, the body that we have. So wonderfully, the union of spirit and matter produces all things, and the primordial two in one consciousness. So these are like part of the same coin, two sides of the same coin, the Shiva and the Shakti, yin and yang. And all we are complete manifestation of spirit and matter. And so we should feel ourselves to be perfect, complete, and whole, because all human beings, flowers, animals, nature, every being has these two great forces, which is Purusha and Prakriti. So it is not about, a man or a woman, but we all are made of same element. Now what happens when Purusha and Prakriti, these two forces, it gives birth to cosmic intelligence. And our conditioned mind, our ego, it separates us from this cosmic intelligence. And so the ego is the basis of all deviation. To realize this, it was like such a revelation, and I was so amazed to make these connections, to join the dots. And then I realized that even flowers, the chakras are associated with flowers. Different petals of flowers, different colors of flowers get associated with different chakras of our body. So the beauty of flowers, it is a means used by nature to awaken in human beings the awareness of this cosmic intelligence. Each flower has its unique aspiration, its own vibration, and its true meaning. So, if we connect from our heart and soul, and if we perceive through all our senses, and we can experience and decode this divine wisdom. Now, coming to phase two of my life. So this was all about, science, logic, very masculine way of studying. But when I came across this book, a wonderful book, which a friend of mine gifted me, and for such a long time I could not read that book. And I believe that, there is always a right time for right things. And and people around us also tune into our vibration, tune into our energy, and based on that they gift us things, or things manifest itself to come to us. And so while this book was lying down, and one fine day, I was so drawn to do something in the field of nature, and I didn't know where to start. And then suddenly I had my eyes on this wonderful book, and I started reading it. And so this book is about, more about spiritual and deeper aspects of flowers. Very very feminine way of, very creative way, very spiritual way of looking at flowers. And the mother, she reveals the spiritual meaning of flowers in this book. She also feels like communing with the divine, and the sole purpose of this book was to aspire to be like a flower. Now, this is so important, to be like a flower. How can we be like a flower? Which I'll share with you in the slides that we come across. Um, there are somewhat like more than 800, precisely 898 flowers that she tuned into. She tuned into the consciousness of these flowers and gave the name, different names according to the emotion, the connection that she felt. And it just completely uh, transformed my connection with the way I started looking at flowers, that it is not only geometry, but it is way beyond what meets the eye. So for example, sunflower, which we call suryamukhi in Hindi, so she calls sunflower the consciousness turned towards the supramental light. The sunflower is always looking towards the sun, facing the sun, and has very cheerful, bright, joyful archetype. And so it just resonates with what she has tuned into. It may vary from person to person, but it just feels right. And coming to the lotus, all the lotuses are of different colors, but and they all have different names. But this particular lotus, which is red, is she has called this lotus avatar, the supreme manifested in a body upon earth. This is actually the reason why we are on earth. So it's completely amazing. And coming to the rose, now rose, this flower we see around us, irrespective of geographical locations, and every single person connects rose with human love in every language. It has inspired so many poets and writers and artists, and even this flower, when we look at in the terms of plant medicine, this is actually translating or exuding the quality of love. And many a times we meditate on this, or we just take the aroma or the fragrance of this beautiful rose, and we feel content, and our heart is filled with joy. And so mother calls this rose love for the divine, and which is so beautiful. And sometimes we even make herbal teas from this rose, and it's simply divine and blissful to sip on this herbal tea made out of rose. Moving on to the champa flowers, which are called Firangipani or plumeria. So these are 5 petals, and these 5 petals to her is psychological perfection, which is on the way to fulfillment. So what are these psychological perfections? It is sincerity, faith, devotion, aspiration, and surrender. We need these qualities in us to attain the divine, to give ourselves, to surrender to divine. So it is so beautiful. And this is actually the state of those who take up the yoga very seriously. And this last flower, so I have taken out of these 800 flowers, which have very different meanings. I have taken these flowers which all of us can relate to, when all of us have seen them grow around us. So when you go next out in the garden, or when you are walking, you can tune into their energy. And so the last one is the periwinkle, which is called Barmasi. There may be many more names. And so this is the spiritual name of periwinkle is progress. And progress is the reason why we are on this earth. We all need to evolve as human beings. We all are in a constant process. And these flowers are also constantly in the process from birthing to decaying. And they do it so elegantly and so beautifully. So now, the book starts with very wonderful quote, which says, "Life must bloom like a flower, offering itself to the divine." And I read this quote and I felt so amazing that such a simple quote, such a simple message has such a deep, profound meaning. What is blossom? What is blossoming? What does it do to us emotionally when we say the word blossom? It is this very joyful, very opening or happy state of mind when we say we are blossoming. And offering, what is offering itself to the divine? Offering is like, surrender, pure surrender that we offer ourselves to the divine. So we must blossom like a flower. Life of ours should blossom like a flower and offer itself to the divine. It is so beautiful. So there are these 5 qualities of flowers that are so important and that are so relatable to what mother had shared. These are actually the 5 heart touching seeds of wisdom when she says that be like a flower. So what are the 5 things that we need to take back is, one is to be open, frank, equal, generous and kind. She says that happy is he who can exchange his qualities with the real qualities of the flower. So, what is it? Let's look at these qualities in detail. What is it to be open? To be open is actually we should do everything with an open heart and an open mind in our lives so that we everything that happens to us is in the flow. It just happens without our ego. And so what is open for flowers? Flowers are open to everything that surrounds it. It may be nature, light, rays of sun, different kinds of wind. There may be harsh winds, there may be soothe, cooling breeze, but it stands and it is bright and open. It exerts a spontaneous influence on all that is around it. When we look at flowers, if we see it or if we feel it, we do feel a change of our emotions. We feel good when we look at these flowers. So it radiates joy and beauty. So the learning is that do everything with an open heart and an open mind. What is it to be frank? So being frank, be in the flow. Don't hide anything. Let the emotion come out the way it has to. So what does flower do? It does not hide anything. It hides nothing of its beauty and lets it flow frankly out of itself. What is within, what is in its depth, it lets it come out so that everyone can see this. And this is an example of a beautiful dandelion flower and how with a cooling breeze it just flows in the air, and it's just amazing to watch this. And so it gives us a very important life lesson to be frank and to be in the flow. Moving on to being equal. Now, flowers don't have any preference. If the bee comes to have the nectar, or if there are birds, if there are human beings, it just doesn't have any preference. Everyone can enjoy its perfume without any rivalry. And this is such a beautiful thing about flowers. It is equal and it is same for everybody, and there is no difference at all. So, what does it tell us? To treat everyone as equal. Meet and greet everyone with same love and compassion without any judgment. And this I have learned from my Guru, Ananta, that everyone that she meets, it is out of that same amount of love and compassion. And it has been a live example, and it's been a great learning to apply that, to meet everyone and greet everyone with that same equal amount of intensity, love, and compassion without any judgment. Moving on to being generous. So, this is such an important lesson to learn, to be generous. So, on the left, you have this beautiful kesar flowers. And these kesar flowers, many of you may know that there are only 2 to 3 strands of kesar within one flower. So imagine the kind of the number of flowers that we all consume when we consume kesar, and how many flowers do we use, right? So, generosity. Flowers are so generous without any reservations or restrictions, how it gives the mysterious beauty and the very own perfume of nature. It sacrifices itself entirely for our pleasure, isn't it? They are silent, they don't speak, but in a way, if we tune in, if we really tune into the flowers, if we give them enough love, they do grow well, and they do, if they feel the nurturing behavior and the loving nature. There are some people who feel that at my place plants don't grow, and I don't have a green thumb. But if we start speaking to flower, if we give them love, the flowers will show their love to us, and they will grow beautifully in our little gardens or fields, and you can try that. So, giving is a miracle that can transform the heaviest of hearts. So, we need to be generous in our lives. We need to be giving. Of course, there is the aspect of balancing giving and receiving. But when we give, are we giving with a good heart and a happy heart, or are we giving because we have to give some things? So, please give everything with an open heart and with a generous heart. Generosity allies itself with an inner feeling of abundance. So when we give, even if we have something very little, even from that little, if we share something, there is that feeling of I have enough to share. And so it's such a beautiful lesson that we can learn from these flowers. And the last one is being kind, to be kind. So flowers are so tender, so sweet, and so close to us, and so loving. Its presence fills us with joy, cheerfulness, and happiness, like this little kid in the garden with his parents. And one of the important lessons in spirituality is to be kind. So it's the foundation in spiritual life, and we need to be kind and loving to self and all. First starts with self. Love yourself, be kind to yourself, so that you can give the same amount of kindness and love and joy and cheerfulness to everyone around. you basically vibrate this loving kindness. So now, I would like to ask you that shall we sow these 5 seeds of wisdom within us? Can we integrate these 5 seeds of wisdom, which is open, frank, equal, generous, and kind? Can we integrate this in our day to day lives? And whenever we see flowers, can we remind ourselves of these 5 qualities? Whenever we are walking by the flowers or tuning into the flowers or talking to them, can we remind ourselves with these lovely 5 seeds of wisdom? So, the predominant message of the flowers is love. And this is something that we all have in common. The message for all of us is to love ourselves and is to spread love. So let us pray with the spirit of the mother. O Lord, let this pure flower of love blossom in me so that it may make fragrant all who approach me and its perfume sanctify them. And with that note, I will like to take you all through a meditation. So, Shri Lakshmi ji, can we have music?
Yes, you please start guiding. I will.
Yes. Sure. So, friends, let's sit in a comfortable position in a way that your spine is upright and you may have your feet touching on the floor, or you may cross your legs. And so what we are going to do is, I would like to show you this hand mudra. So you put your right hand on your left and you just touch the thumbs just about, do not press hard, just about the way that you can feel the pulse, the heartbeat on these point, and put them on your lap and sit in a comfortable position, keeping your spine upright, and gently close your eyes. Take a deep, loving breath in and out. Take another deep, loving breath in and out. Once again, let us take a deep, loving breath in and out. Tune into your breath and feel your chest and your stomach expand while you breathe. Keep breathing and drop all the thoughts and worries. Just for the time being, drop all the thoughts and worries aside. Feel your heart pulsating at the tip of your thumbs. Now visualize, sense, or feel a bright white light entering from the top of your head, flowing to each and every part of your body, right from your crown to the tip of your head. Gently, this white light flowing towards your head, your forehead, eyes, nose, filling your entire face, and relaxing at the same time. Feel the light moving down through your neck. Drop all the stress from your shoulders and feel this light. The light moving down further through your chest, going further down to your abdomen, lower abdomen, towards your root chakra. Gradually it flows through your hips, upper thighs, moving down further to the knees, calves, ankles, feet, and your entire all the toes. The light fills your arms and hands and all your fingers. Feel the light pulsating in your body. Now visualize, sense, or feel this light going further down from your feet to the core of the earth, like the way the roots grow of a tree. Your roots expand towards the core of the earth. Drop all the feelings that do not serve your purpose through these roots. Let them go to the deepest core of the earth, the center of the earth. Let go of all the negativity. And as you breathe in the fresh emotions, the positive vibrations from these roots through your feet. Breathe into this fresh energy from the feet, moving up to your head. Feel the light moving up to your head. And gently this light sits in the center of your heart, pulsating and vibrating with this fresh new energy, the positive energy. Feel the vibration in your heart. Let's make ourselves tune into our five senses by gradually bringing your attention to your eyes. Keep breathing and accept whatever you see, whatever colors you see underneath your eyes. Accept it with an open heart and an open mind. These eyes are doorways to visual perception. Accept what you see. Keep breathing. And let's gently move your attention to your ears. Accept everything that you are listening right at this moment with an open heart and an open mind. Let the sound not affect you, the surrounding sounds. Accept every sound that you hear. Now, gently move your attention to your nose and accept all the smells that surround you. Be grateful to the sense of smell, the ability to smell. Now, gently move your focus to your mouth and accept all the taste, every taste that you can taste right now. Accept all of them with an open heart and an open mind. Be grateful to the sense of taste and gradually move to the sense of touch. Feel the gentle touch of your clothes on your skin. Feel comfortable and accept this touch. Accept all the senses and gradually move your attention to the center of your heart. And feel the vibration of your heart expanding all around you in a sphere. Let this vibration expand around you in a bright, vibrant sphere all around you. And gradually visualize or feel yourself into a garden full of roses. It's a bright sunny day. Experience that light on your skin. Enjoy this bright sunny day. And it's a day with nice, cool, loving breeze. Take a deep breath in this wonderful garden of roses with variety of roses. Now, gradually walk towards these roses. You don't need to pluck them. Simply walk towards them. Look at them with your gentle smile. and stay at the rose that your heart calls up to. Be in front of this rose. Go a little closer to this rose that your heart has tuned into. Exchange a loving smile with the rose and tune into the color of this rose. What color is this? Tune into all the details, the color, texture, petals. You can even smell it. Enjoy the fragrance while taking a deep breath. Tune into the fragrance of this rose. Pay gratitude to this rose. And ask this rose for one positive message. Ask the rose, what is this one positive message that I most need to know? Now, trust what comes up in your heart. Trust in this wonderful insight from this loving rose. Once you have received the message, nurture this rose with the water which is kept right next to it. Give this rose immense love and the plant and all the leaves and the Mother Earth. Promise that you will give you nurture yourself with this immense love. and you would love everyone around you, every being around you. Now, gently come back. Bring your awareness to your heart center and share this beautiful vibration in the form of this positive message and immense love to your entire body. Fill yourself with this nurturing love within your body. Expand this love gently outside your body. Send this love to all your friends and family. Expand this further to all the beings on this earth. And gradually expand this layer of love around the Mother Earth. Feel Mother Earth with this thick layer of love. So that we all get soaked into this wonderful energy of love. Keep breathing and gently come back to your heart center. Feel this love pulsating in your heart. And you can gently rub your palms, cup them onto your eyes with the knowing that this message and this divine love stays within your heart forever, fresh in your heart. Once you feel ready, you can gently rub your palms, cup them onto your eyes. And as you feel ready, you can open your eyes very gently. And so we close this session. Sri Lakshmi ji.
Yes. Thank you so much, Monaji. Such a wonderful session. Loved it. What you said is true. Like each flower has its own vibration and its true meaning. But we have to connect with them and tune into the energies of the flower. We have to be like we have to be aspire like a flower, as you said. What a wonderful quote! Like life must blossom like a flower, offering itself to the divine. Such a wonderful quote. Thank you so much, Monaji. Absolutely in love with your session.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you. Thank you, everyone who are going to tune in and who have tuned into this session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for bringing the true essence of flower, the true meaning of the flower, like sunflower. Like meaning of sunflower is consciousness turning towards the light. So you have beautifully explained about the true meaning of the flowers. Thank you so much. And friends, hope you all have enjoyed today's session by Monaji. And yes, thank you once again. And let's connect with one more master tomorrow. Until then, signing off. Yes, bye.
Thank you. Bye.